Hello, I feel silly. My name's Paula and this is, I believe, episode number 20 of the Stitched by Mrs. D podcast. I'm just going to put a light on over there, see if that makes anything look a little bit better. I doubt that's made too much difference, but never mind. I've got Uncle Simon with me, so if you hear water, that's it. He has been weighing the bed recently. I need to get him a new guts because this one doesn't do up very well and becomes loose. So he did wee on me a little while ago, didn't you? James thought it was hilarious. I leapt up. I've got a nice lemon tea with me today. I think I put too many spoonfuls of it in though, so it's probably going to be a bit too strong. I've got a lot to show you. I've been doing March vlogs recently. Well, obviously, because today is Saturday. I think it's the 3rd of April. So March vlogs have just finished and I've been making stuff all the way through it. All the way through the month of March. And so I've got a lot to show you. I've got lots of things that have arrived. I've got lots of plans. I've got a few things to show you from my shop. And I'm going to tell you about my next teddy bear club. And I am going to show you the video for which I made to show you all of the spring bunnies and bears that I made. So I'll put that on at the end if you don't care about that sort of stuff. So I hope you're all okay. James has very kindly taken the children out for a little drive around. The girls have got to pick some Easter eggs. Johnny's picked his, that's over there. It's a big old Lindor one. And yeah, the girls have got to pick theirs. I'll tell you what I'd like. I'd like a Caramac Easter egg. I wonder if there is such a thing. Caramac is probably my favourite chocolate. I saw this thing on Facebook the other day, a picture that someone had put on. It said if you could, and it was all the different varieties of chocolate. And they said, if you had to just eat one for the rest of your life and the rest would disappear, which would you have? And I picked Caramac. That is definitely what I'd pick. I don't know how many Easter eggs will be left. I remember when I was little, I was telling James the other night, I think I'm going to sneeze by the way. I think it's the lemon tea powder. No, I think I've got rid of it. But there is still a risk. I can still feel it a little bit. Yeah, my mum and dad used to get me an Easter egg like the Saturday before Easter, so which is what we've done today. And then by the time we get to the shop, all that was be left was black magic. So I didn't really like dark chocolate then. Your tastes change, don't they, as you get older? I eat just about everything now, apart from fresh tomatoes. Unless they're in a Whopper, a burger, then I eat them. So I'll tell you what I've got on. This is a jumper I made, oh blimey, years ago. I don't know how many years. Several years, and it's called the Vellum sweater, I believe. I don't know if that's how you say it. Vellamo, and it's by a designer called Francesca Hughes. She's got loads of lovely patterns. I've got one of hers printed out actually, ready to do. Now I made it. It's supposed to be made in 3 colours, but I made it in 2, and these bits here are supposed to be a different colour to this bit here, and then the arms and the shoulder bits are a 3rd colour. But I just did it all in 1 colour. James bought me the wool for this for Christmas. And I think it's made out of Drops alpaca. It's lovely. Yeah. This is actually my second. I made another one out of Drops alpaca silk and washed it, and Lizzie had to wear it, although she didn't like it. She said it itched. It's lovely. It was dark blue, pale blue, and with red here. I'll have to see if I can find it to show you. Oh yeah, I've put way too much stuff in there. I knew I had. When I was making it, I was thinking that's going to be way too strong. Right, what else can I tell you about? Well, not a lot has happened since I last spoke to you, I don't think. No. So I'm just going to get on and show you everything. Once again, as usual, no particular order. I've made a pile of stuff, and when everything from this side is over here, that's when it's all over. So I'm going to start with some things that I bought, which will lead me into other stuff. So I was having a look. There's a cardigan that I've been wanting to make for a long time, which I'm now making. Now, if you watched me through March vlogs, you're going to say, "Cool, change the record, Paula. We know all this already." So this is the cardigan that I wanted to make. So this is a Rowan magazine. They call it magazine, but it's a very substantial magazine. It's very big. This is number 65. So I ordered this because I knew I wanted that pattern. I've wanted to make it for quite a long time, and James for Christmas got me a Wool Warehouse voucher, so I thought, right, well, I'm finally going to make this jumper. Yeah, I'm going to tell you about the jumper now, but I agonised. I thought a lot about my colour choices. So here we are. I wanted the rabbits to be black because I don't know if you know, but I had a beautiful black rabbit. He died last year, so I wanted the rabbits to be black, and I wanted the background to be blue. But I kept thinking, is the black going to show up against the blue? And then another thing I had to consider was the wool, because it recommends Rowan felted tweed, but that is out of my budget. So I put out an appeal for a recommendation for a substitute, and a lady got back to me and she said, well, I'm just about to start knitting the same jumper, and I am using Sirdar, I always say Sirdar, Hayworth tweed. So I thought, oh, I'll have a look at that, and I had a look and I like the colours apart from the green, so I ordered the wool for most of the jumper in the Hayworth tweed, these colours here. It's really lovely wool, but yeah, the green I wasn't happy with. It was I don't even know if they had a green actually. So I bought a ball of the Rowan felted tweed just for the green, and I've started it. I started it last week. I gave myself a day off. Oh no, it's gone in my lemon tea. Oh, it's okay, I can break that off. This breaks so easily. It's very satisfying. So I started it last Friday, and I just could not stop knitting it. And then I knit on it all day Saturday, and then some of Sunday, I think. And then I've put it down, and then I've picked it up again today, and I've started knitting on it again. So this is what I've done so far. So here we are, lots and lots of lovely Mr. Bob, and I've stopped mid-row so that I could show it to you. Lots of lovely, ribbon that tea. Lovely old Mr. Bobkins hopping across. And then there's toadstools at the bottom, and then all little bits of, this green is quite close actually to the blue, but that's fine. It reminds me of like someone, you know, if they were to make a film of an Enid Blyton book, I imagine like one of the characters wearing this. It's ever so nice. It looks bunched up because of the way it is on the needles, but it's lovely. Hello. Yeah. So I'm going to keep knitting that tonight. Me and James have started watching 80s thrillers in the evenings. This all led to accident. This all started from watching accidentally last week I did tell you all about it in Fatal Attraction. Oh. Well, last night we watched Single White Female. So we're just watching, yeah, 80s thrillers. I don't know why. So anyway, I'll be knitting on this tonight whilst I watch that. So let's tell you a little bit about this. So this says it's double knitting, and this is this is double knitting as well, but it is definitely more of a sport weight, and that is what other people told me as well. And this is very, very, I don't think there's any difference in it at all, and in the colour work I don't think you can tell the difference. Yes, I'm very pleased with it. This one here is oh, I thought it was something else. It's 50% merino wool and 50% nylon. Oh, I thought it was something else. It's beautiful, but it is so light and soft and squishy. Yeah, but what I'm going to do is, you see, the sleeves here are patterned. I'm not going to do pattern sleeves. I'm doing plain blue sleeves. That's a bit too much for me. So yeah, plain sleeves. So that's lovely. I'm really, really enjoying working on that. I'm going to put it back in my little basket. I just love wool and needles and like stuff spilling out of the top of baskets. I don't know if it brings back childhood memories, because my nan used to have one of those little foldy baskets, do you know what I mean, next to her chair, and I used to love looking at that. Oh, beautiful. So that's the first thing. That can lead me on to something else. Sorry about that, there was someone at the door. They've gone. What was I going to tell you about? Yeah, I had a message from a lady called Karen and said, see, you want some felted tweed, I've got lots of Rowan, can I send you some? And I said, oh, that's very, very kind. So she did. And well, the box that arrived, it was just unbelievable. And I opened it and I kept saying all day, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I remember I was pegging out my washing, I kept saying, I can't believe it, I can't believe it. Oh, it's so strong. Anyway, so in the box was all sorts of things. There was stationery, some pens, some sweets, and I've eaten the lot. What else? Some chocolate milkshake mix, all sorts of things. But also, there was these, look, Rowan felted tweed, and there is enough here for me to make another one of these cardigans. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to knit it in this, and then I'm going to buy some cream, and I'm just going to do it all rabbits. Or maybe I could have like a row of rabbits along the bottom. But this is my sort of colour. I love it. Darker tones and brighter tones suit me. I love pastels. Well, as you can see, I love pastels, but they don't do anything for me. But this is just beautiful. If I was to have gone and picked some from a shop, I'd have picked this. Yeah, so I've got enough here to make myself another one of these cardigans, and I'm going to do cream bunnies. So that's lovely. Also in the box was this, which is beautiful. What we got? 4-ply 100 grams Australian merino, and this was sent from Australia as well. And then these minis, just lovely. Yeah, so oh, and another set of minis, and a sock snake, which I'm going to turn into some socks. Isn't it lovely? Yeah, I still can't believe it. Lucky old Paula. She put a note in just saying, look, this is a random act of kindness. I thought random acts of kindness was like buying a cup of coffee for someone. Blimey. I still can't believe it. When it arrived, I kept like setting it up so that it looked like a shop with all the different walls all arranged nicely. Yeah, it's beautiful. So these are going to go into my mini collection. I've got it over here actually. And then, yeah. So I'm going to make another one of those. How do you think you say it? Toorie? It's Toorie. Another one of those cardigans with that. I'll probably cast it straight on after this actually. Yeah, so that's lovely. Put it over here. So I also bought another Rowan magazine. You might have seen me flicking through this one when I did the March vlogs. Go on, yeah, alright, I did March vlogs. Oh, I did March vlogs, everybody, in case you didn't know. This has got some lovely patterns in. This is Spring and Summer Rowan magazine. There's loads and loads of things in here that I'd like to make. These are such good value, these magazines. They're £12.50 and I think I counted 41 patterns in this book. One thing I will say about these patterns, if you are 100% used to the way that independent designers write their patterns, I'm not saying you'd struggle with these, but like the instructions, they'll just say cast on however many stitches and it won't tell you how to cast it on. And then it will say decrease 1 stitch at the each end of the next row, and it won't tell you what sort of decrease to do. I'm used to that sort of style because that's what I grew up knitting. And I don't mind at all, but I just thought I'd better say you have to be aware of that. If you are used to, if you want to be told exactly what to do, these probably aren't the right patterns for you. Where's Doug? We had a meeting earlier about this and he hasn't turned up. Look at that. I don't think I'll ever make that. Look how long it is. Oh, I'd get ever so bored. There's a beautiful cardigan in here that I'd like to, well, there's several beautiful cardigans in here. I'd love to make a cotton heavily cabled cardigan or jumper, and I love that one. And I like, yeah, I love that one as well. I don't really like the sleeves though. The sleeves would get in the washing up. I like that one. Just take the cardigan off, Paula, if you're going to wash up. And there's a really, really lovely colour work cardigan, and I love this as well. Just a simple top, snip with 4-ply. Oh, you're just seeing what you saw last time I looked through this book. There's a, yeah, anyway, there's a little cropped cardigan. Let me see if I can find the picture of it in the back, and I'd love to make it, but then when I looked, here we are, page 44, it's made out of lace and it's knit on 2mm needle, so I can't see me. Look, I just love those bows. I could take the bow thing, couldn't I, and put it on the front of a different cardigan. I just can't see that happening. 2mm needles, a cardigan, can you imagine, and lace? It is nice, that would probably be worth it. Anyway, so yeah, if you want a lot of patterns, get one of these. There's all sorts. There's like a big back catalogue of them. They sell them on Wool Warehouse and on the Rowan website. What's next? Right, so I cast on the first day of March vlogs. Did I tell you I did March vlogs? A pair of socks. I keep nearly calling these the They are called the Sherwood socks, but I keep nearly calling them the Sherlock socks, but they're not. This is a pattern by Kay Jones from the Bakery Bears, and it is a patron only pattern. I'm a Bakery Bears patron. And oh, just look at those. Isn't it beautiful? They're called the Sherwood socks, and oh, I just love them. I think that the combination of the wool and the pattern just goes really, really nicely together. Let me take it off so you can see what goes on down the front. Now these socks, usually when I follow a pattern, I will, if there's a choice between a chart and written instructions, I'll always choose the written instructions. But there wasn't written instructions for these, so I had to follow the chart, and I absolutely loved it. I've found it a lot easier to read, like to glance at and like understand where you were in the pattern. So I think I'll definitely go for a chart again in the future. I usually use charts with crochet, but not with knitting. Look at that, isn't it beautiful? Oh, I love knitting these. Makes me want to knit another pair. Oh, here we go again. Are we all right for the barking? Yes. They're beautiful, aren't they? Now these are made, oh, and down the back, there's these arrows. These are made with beeches and birdsong. I think it's called Robin. They had a bird lovers, I think it was bird lovers, or was it just called the Bird Sock Club? I can't remember. Well, this is Robin. And if I would have seen this in a shop, I don't think I'd have picked it up. And this is why I like a mystery, because you don't know what you're going to get. And it makes me get stuff that I wouldn't normally pick. And oh, I just love it. Look at that beautiful cable up the side. And I don't know what this base is, but it is really, really lovely. I think it's a 75/25. I think I did look on the label to find out. Look. And I made these with a 2.5mm needle, and they're for me. And I can wear them now. Oh, I love them. Yeah, so they can go into rotation now, into my sock drawer. I just love this wool. I've got another one, haven't I? I've got the barn owl. Oh, I'll have to find that. I'm itching to cast on a pair of socks at the moment. I might have a look in my bag after I finish this and see what I've got and what I could make. Yeah, love them. What's next, Paula? Let's have a look. Shall we have a look at this? So this is my Ducky Darlings Minis Club that I get. It's a monthly club, and you get 3 10-gram mini skeins a month. And this, if you haven't had your March ones yet, you should have done, because I've had these for quite a while. These are the March ones. Oh, I love them. Oh, aren't they lovely? I just love it. Whenever I get anything like this in the post, just like I did with the lovely parcel, I'll just keep looking at it, and then I'll put them down, and then I think, oh, go and do that, and then I'll come back and have another look, and I keep doing that all the time. They're lovely. I think this one's my favourite. I don't know if you can see all the lovely colours in it. So these are going to go into my mini box. I've had some other people send me some minis this month, and I haven't featured them in this video because they went straight into use. And I'm making a separate video about what I am using those minis for. So if you've sent me minis and I haven't showed them, they'll be in my other video that I'm making. Speaking of people sending me minis, I had a message from a lady called Fiona with the best handwritten letter in the world. The handwriting is just wonderful. I wish I could write like that. People can't even read my writing. Yeah, she said she's had some stuff that she'd found and would I like it? I said, yeah, I'll have it. So she sent me some minis which have gone into my project that I'm working on with my minis. And then she sent me this. Oh, someone's just sent me a message. Who is this? And this. So what I think I'm going to do with it, I might make an Elton cardigan. I think I've got enough. If I did the collar and the cuffs and the button band in this, and then use these for the main body of the cardigan. I know this is pale, but I think with this bit of red around the top, I think that I could get away with it. Yeah, so it's just lovely. Once again, when these arrived, I put them to one side and I just kept going back for another look. This has got some beautiful red speckles in as well. So this is Lay Family Yarn Bombshell, and this is Hedgerow Yarns Naked. Yes, I think I'm going to use that for a an Elton cardigan. I just want to make big things at the minute. I love having something big on the needles that you have to like put an effort into. Just let me put that in the box. Something that you have to put an effort into swishing round on the needles. I love that. Yeah, so thank you ever so much, Fiona. I know I have sent all these people messages. I haven't waited to like say thank you. Because it's boring. I feel like I'm running on. Well, I'm running on. Let's have a bit of this. Oh, so strong. Right, what have we got in here then, Paula? Is this the right pattern for this? Now, I haven't worked on this very much since I last saw you, but I have done a little bit. So this is my Ashbrook shawl by Tammy Gore. And I haven't done very much on it, but I might as well still show it to you. This is the shawl. It's got everything in it that I love in a pattern. There's lace, garter, eyelets, bobbles, and lots of colour changes. So last year I bought the Beehive Yarns Dolly Parton Sock Club. Is that what it was? Or it might have just been the Dolly Parton Club. And I got sent these 3 colours. It was a 3-month thing. And I thought, oh, I'm going to buy all those and turn it into a shawl. So there they are. Oh, aren't they lovely? I think these 2 are my favourites. And I went for the sparkly base. I think you can see the sparkly bits. So let's have a look and see. It's got all these snowflakes stuck on it that I use for my polar bears. Right. This is where I'm up to. So I've done the bottom. And now I'm starting to stripe with these 2. I have done a couple of bubbles, but you can't really see them. This looks very bright, but I'm sure it will It's funny, isn't it? When you first start using something with 3 colours, you question yourself. Well, I have done every time I've ever done it. I think, oh, I don't know about this. Are these the right colours together? But you just got to give things a chance. And I'm sure everything will come out in the wash. Yeah. So hopefully, I don't know, I don't feel like picking this up at the moment. I think that's because of that bunny cardigan and the socks and my other stuff that I'm working on. Yeah. See, this is the sort of colour that I like to wear. Bright colours. Oh, I just love these. Look at those lovely colours in there. Oh, just lovely. Yeah, so hopefully next time I see you, I will have done a bit more. I want to start filming like every 2 weeks, but whether or not that will happen is another thing. Cool, that's the spirit, isn't it? So that's that. Now I've got a couple of finished things that I can show you. So the first thing is this that I made for James. These are Peter socks, and I made these for him with Drops Fable. I always make his socks with 72 stitches on 2.75mm needles. So he's got massive feet. This is the Peter sock pattern. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just like little bobbles. I love it. I think I said last time that this pattern and the prairie sock pattern are the ones that I go for if ever I just want a textured sock. I think that textured socks just tend to work with most things, especially like if you've got like one of those skeins where you just think, whatever am I going to do with this? Because I think it just brings out the best. When you've got like something heavily speckled, just these little tiny bumps, I don't know, they just seem to bring out the best. Whatever am I on about? Look at Frances up there, that's Lizzie's crocodile. She got her for Christmas, and when Lizzie plays schools, Frances, well, a little bit of a goody-goody, bit of a suck-up. But Lizzie was going to take her upstairs, but I said, oh, I like Frances, can she sit down here? So that's where she is. Yeah, so I don't know what else I can tell you about these. Just that I'm going to give them to James tonight and he'll wear them straight away. He likes hand-knitted socks. Yeah, not a lot to say about them, so I'll put them on the pile over here. So another thing that well, this is a little bit of a cheat, but never mind. So I was making my temperature blanket, and I just couldn't. I don't think I would ever have drummed up. Is that the word? Mustered up? I don't think I ever would have got the enthusiasm to finish the rest of it. And I was talking to my friends on my knit night that I go to about it, and they said, well, just finish it, just say it's finished. So I have. My temperature blanket is finished. I don't know how many days or months I did of this, although I have got the book. Hang on, I'll tell you where it goes up to. Oh, lovely. So it goes up to, oh, do you really care? Well, I'm going to tell you anyway. Oh, it goes up to May the 19th. So just before Lizzie's birthday. Yeah, so this is what the weather was like up till the 19th of May in the year 2020. What I did, I used Stylecraft Special DK, which I love for blankets. I like for anything really, it's lovely. And I decided that I was going to do the maximum and the minimum temperature of the day in a square. So the middle is the minimum temperature, and then the next round, are they called a round? The next bit around is the maximum temperature of the day, and then I'll just edge them all in green. And I did the first day I did it, I thought, I just can't wait to, for tomorrow to arrive so I can do the next one. And then I don't know, I just sort of lost enthusiasm, and I did a massive catching up session in the first lockdown that we had. But anyway, I've just put a really simple, like, scalloped, is that the word, scalloped edge around it, and it's done. It is absolutely the perfect lap size, so I think that it was just meant to be, and I'm pleased. It's made me happier having it done than it would make me finishing it. So that's done. Yeah, I don't know if I'd ever do a temperature blanket again, because I know what I'm like. I get sick of things after a little while. That's why I'm pacing myself with the bunny jumper, because I don't want to just run out of steam with it. I do love this blanket. My friends sit on it over there. I've got some friends in a cot and they all sit on it. Oh, isn't it lovely? I just love a pile of blankets. Speaking of blankets, this is another thing that I've got. Now, this is my Nature's Walk blanket, which is a pattern by Sandra of the Cherry Heart podcast. I love this, but I can't be bothered to finish the border, but I absolutely am going to finish the border. I think I've done 2 rounds and I've lined everything up perfectly, because Sandra tells you how to correct it if you don't have the correct number of stitches in the pattern. Like when you've gone round and picked up all of the, are they called stitches for the outside? I don't know very much about crochet at all. So she tells you how to correct it, and I've done that, so I'm all ready now just to carry on. The border on this blanket is the reason I wanted to make it. It's because it's this beautiful lacy heart edging. So these bits here, that's the top of the hearts. So I just got to get it done, Paul. You've got to get it done, Paula. But I will. But it looks perfectly fine if it looks finished like this when it's all folded up, but I know it's not. And I'm using Stylecraft Bellissima DK, and this colour is Single Cream. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh, now I talk about it, now I look at it like this, it does make me want to get it done. However, I've got bigger fish to fry, so we'll see. I do want to do it, I do, but there's other stuff that I would like to do more. So I'm not hurting anybody, am I, by just leaving it for a little while? Have I got anything left on this side of the... No! This side is empty now. Well, that was quicker than I was expecting. I thought I was going to be here for hours. Well, I'll tell you about my teddy bear club. So my next teddy bear club goes on sale this Monday, which I think is the 5th of April at 7 PM British summertime. So if you're living in different countries, just have a Google if you want a panda. Oh yeah, because they're going to be pandas. Sue, can you come down for a moment, please? Mind your baby. So Sue was the first panda I ever made. They don't really look like this anymore. She was, well, the bodies do, but I do the faces and eyes a bit different nowadays. But this is the size of panda that you'll get. It's a mystery club, so you know you're going to get a panda, but you don't know what they're going to be wearing. It's a pre-order slot, and there'll be 20 available, and they will all be posted out in the first week of May. And the theme will be bluebells and forget-me-nots. yeah, so if you'd like one. Now, quite often whenever I have a shop update or a teddy bear club, people send me messages to say there's nothing showing in your shop, and I don't know why, because even when I look, actually, it like, so if I'm posting something at 7 o'clock, sometimes they don't show up until about 5-10 past, but if just keep refreshing and eventually they will show up. Maybe I should post, yeah, so I will post them at 7 o'clock, but just if they don't show up, just keep refreshing if you want one. Yeah, they don't have faces like this anymore. But Sue was the first one that I ever made, and I couldn't part with her. You're my firstborn, aren't you? My firstborn panda. I thought I'd made loads of pandas, but I think I've only ever made... Can you hear Dennis snoring? Oh, he heard me. Yeah, I think I've only ever made 13 or 14 though, so... Yeah, I thought I'd made loads. Yeah, so there'll be pandas, 20 slots, a pre-order. I've got the fabric for the skirts, and I've got the wool for the jumpers. It's lovely. They go really well together. So I'm a bit... Can you be careful of the baby, please? Don't know if you can see, but she has got a baby panda up there. Yeah. So yeah, Monday night at 7 o'clock if you fancy a panda. I've been making a couple of bags. Well, I've made a few bags for my shop, but I've got a new style. Once again, I did March vlogs, and if you'd have seen, I tried out this new design that I had in my head for a little while, and yeah, I was quite pleased with it. So I've made a couple of bags with it on now. So this is the first one. I posted a picture of this on Instagram. That's the first one. That's quite a small one. However, I think it'd probably take... Let's have a look. We'll put these two in there. Well, it definitely takes at least two. Yeah. So probably like shawl or something would go in it. So that was the first one. Now, these are the colours that my shop stuff is going to be this time. Like reds and pinks. I thought they were quite nice. And then I made this one, and James said, well, I won't repeat what he said, but good. He said something along the lines of, oh my goodness, that is pink, Paula. So I'm going to call this one the pinkest bag in the world. So this is a bit bigger, this one. Yeah, I've had this idea in my head for a little while, but I said to my friend Janine, I said, I've got this idea. Have you ever seen anything like this before? And she said, oh no, I don't think so. Yeah, so that has got two in it now, and that's got plenty of room left in it. Yeah, I'm calling these my hydrangea bags. So I'm going to make two more bags like this, I think. And then I'm going to make some baskets as well, some linen baskets, and put the same design on the front. I don't know when that shop update will be, possibly in a couple of weeks, but I'd really like to come and see you all again before then. So yeah, I'll show you my bucket, my bowl of fabrics. So these are the colours that I've gone for this shop update. Can you see them? Oh, they're ever so pretty. So there's lots of red, pink and green. And I've been making like some of my normal, you know, the normal bags that I make. These are ready to be turned into bags. So yeah. So yeah, a couple of weeks time I'll come back and tell you more about those. But yeah, I do like them. I've got another idea as well. But I don't know whether it's a bit daft or if anyone would like it. I might just make one and see what people think. I don't know. I don't know if it's a good idea to introduce 2 new ideas at once, because, I don't know, people don't always like the same things, do they? I do like this though. It's very pink, isn't it? I just used all the pinks that I could find for this one. And then this one's more red and green. Anyway, that's enough about those. I'll tell you more about those next time I come and see you. What I'll do is I'll put a link to my shop for the pandas in the description box in this video if anyone wants them. And I'll keep the listing up for a week unless they sell. Yeah. Oh, sent the kittens out and they've started to arrive in their new homes. I've had some pictures of them in their new homes. Oh, I loved making the kittens. I'll definitely make some more in the future. They're so sweet. I can't wait to show you them. But that will do for today. After this, I am going to post the video of me telling you all about my spring bunnies and bears, because I did bears and bunnies. Well, I think that's it. I will be back in a couple of weeks. I wonder if I'll have that cardigan done. I wonder if I'll have the blanket done. I wonder if I'll have anything done. I bet I will have cast on a pair of socks. James is going to B&M. I should have told him to get new belly for Uncle Simon. You can't help it, can you? You're getting old. I still don't know where Doug is. Well, obviously he hasn't shown up, has he? I bet he's on the shed looking at the river. It's Easter tomorrow. I'm going to my mum's. She's going to cook some burgers and stuff, and she's going to do an Easter egg hunt for the kids. Oh, I'm so nervous about going in the car. I am not. I'm a very, very, very nervous passenger and a very, very nervous driver. So it's not that far to go, but I do keep thinking about it. I'll keep thinking about it tonight in bed as well. Oh, I wish I was just one of these people who could just go. Like, just get in the car and just go somewhere. I can't though. I worry so much about it. It's just so silly. What is this in this book? Oh, my mum at her house, oh, I'll have to bring it home. She's found in her greenhouse this big chest of all my old stuff, so all my old diaries and stuff like that. Oh, I hope she hasn't looked through it. And my Cabbage Patch dolls and old birthday cards and stuff. I can't wait to bring it back and go through it. I love stuff like that. I'm going to start a new book tonight in bed. I started reading, I think it was called The Rules for the Perfect Murder. I can't get into it. I don't think I'm in the mood for murders at the moment. I think with all these 80s murders and thrillers I'm watching, maybe that's what's putting me off. So I'm going to pick, I think I'm going to do the Adele, is it Adele Parks? Just My Luck. Just My Luck. I think I might start that one tonight. I've put it on my bed already. It looks ever so nice with my nightie. I love stuff like that. Cool, I am desperate for a wee. I better not laugh or cough. What else can I tell you about? Well, not a lot has happened really. Oh, I wrote this massive list during March vlogs and I didn't do hardly anything on it. Well, I did most of the little things. I think I did all the little things, but I was going to decorate, but I didn't do that. I was going to decorate my hall and landing and my bedroom. I haven't done it. That doesn't matter. Right, I'm going to go. So I'm going to leave you with the video of my spring bunnies and bears. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for watching. Hello, everyone. This is now the 6th time I've recorded this, and I've told Johnny he's not allowed to say a single word until I've finished. So this is Paula at the end of February. I'm here to tell you about my spring and, my spring bunnies and bears. I've got a yellow top on so that I match them. I made this little blouse a long time ago. Can't remember what pattern it is, but I know it's by Colette. So, shall I tell you their names to start with? So we've got Iris, Petal, Daisy, Tulip, Mrs. Bud, Blossom, Daffodil, Claire, April, Dawn, Freya, Lily, Maisie, Primrose, Bluebell, Crocus, Hyacinth, Mrs. Bouquet, Daphne and Magnolia. Now this time I gave you an option of a bear or a bunny. So shall we have a look at a bunny to start with? Is there a volunteer? Come on then. Oh, hello. Here we are. So the first thing I picked was the fabric for the skirts, and this is Liberty, and it's called, design is called Betsy, but the colourway is called Bonbon. And I've never seen it before. It's ever so pretty. Very pale and lovely. And I bought this, and then I took a picture and sent it to Michelle from Wild Rose Yarns, and I said, can you dye me something yellow to match this please? And she did. She did it perfectly. It was exactly the colour that I wanted, and she called it Lemon. Now these little rabbits, they're fluffy, and I decided that they were going to be grey. And when I first did their faces, I sewed their eyes on like I do with the bears, but they didn't look right. So I looked at some pictures of Mr. Bobkin, and I noticed he's got very beady eyes. He had very beady eyes, so I thought, well, that's what the bunnies are going to have. So I used beads. Because a rabbit, their eyes stick out from the side of them because they can see everything around them apart from what's right in front of their faces. Did you know that? Yeah, so they've got nice beady little eyes. Hello. They're very cute, and they've got pink knickers, and they've all got a little cream button on the front. And of course, all bunnies have got a fluffy tail. So would you like to go back up? Shall I have a look at a bunny? Oh, I'm not very good at this today. Shall we have a look at a bear? Here we are. So here's one of the bears. I hope you can see the colour of that skirt a bit better now. Lovely big skirt, perfect for spinning round on a lovely day. And they've got the same jumpers with a little patch. And some of the bears have got pink spotty pants because I run out of that other pink fabric for the knickers. Well, look, a funny colour. A little bit, but never mind. Yeah, so there they are. If you like them. Oh, I've got a call coming from James. That'll have to be rejected. Yeah. So next up, I have got a litter of kittens. And they're going to be all different colours, but I'm sure I will have told you about those already by the time I get to posting this video. So that's it. I hope you're all okay, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.